Collingwood leading by 22 points, and Bernie Quinlan tells us a slight breeze favouring the end to which Geelong is kicking this term. Monkhorst and Collingwood through McGuan, getting it out of the centre for the 18th time in the match, up towards half forward. No mark taken. Might be a free kick. And Simpson will give the ball back to his teammate in Ken Hinkley. He goes out wide. Oh, Richardson, who had a brilliant third quarter. Close to 10 possessions in that term. Down to Dacos, who's kicked 5. And he might make it 6 now from the boundary line. Loves them from there and gets a miraculous goal. Angle, no problem to the champ. Close to goal of the day, that one. Peter Dacos gets his 6th, Collingwood 13, and the Magpies increasing their lead to 28 points.
Well, Richardson with the football intercepted a kick from Ken Hinkley, who was designed to go to Dacos' man in Mansfield. And Peter Dacos, this is much better than retirement, as you well and truly are feeling now, with the full might of the Victoria Park crowd right behind you after another superb or miraculous goal, whatever you want to describe it as. He is just one hell of a good footballer.
Peter Dacos, the Magpie champ, has kicked 6. Can Geelong come back? That is the big question. Andrew Buse out of the centre. They've been thrashed out of the centre for 2 quarters. Geelong. Riccardi played a great game in the first term. Has been quieter since. And players go to ground. Desperation at half forward for the Cats.
The Magpie faithful cheering on their players for the tenacity and the courage they're showing, throwing themselves at the football.
Yes, they want that ball a little bit more than Geelong, and they have since early in the first quarter. Now there's Gary Hocking to Andrew Buse. Buse to half forward, Stoneham and Stanford. Punched down by Stanford. Now Willison from 40 metres. Willison straightens up and slams it through a handy goal. So Lee Willison has kicked 2. He's a promising young player, but they've got a long way to go. The Cats 9-11 on the scoreboard, the Collingwood 13-9.
Back into the centre, Lee Willison, who was taken 11th in the 1991 national draft, kicking a valuable goal for the Cats, his 2nd, and they need plenty more. Riccardi, 16 kicks. He's had 9 of those came in the first quarter. Down towards left half forward. Scott brushes 2 tackles and 3. But the kick wasn't good. It might sit for Hocking. No, it doesn't. It goes to Wright. Wright's hand pass, well, not a good one. Good tackle applied by Scott, but it's too high.
Well, not a great deal of consistency there. It certainly looked as if Pert went to ground. The tackle from Scott came in high. I would have called that exactly the same as Brownless's in the third quarter. And what's good for the Goose is also good for Gary Pert.
There's no Goose.
I'm not saying that.
Brown from behind, and should know better than that. Trying to outmark Bully. Punched, I guess. Brownless can kick a country mile and does. Oh, good mark. Stoneham flying from the side like Royce Hart.
Oh, Gerard Healy's eyes have absolutely lit up here, Pete. He loves this guy.
Oh, it was a good mark, wasn't it?
Talented players of his size playing in the most difficult position on the ground at centre half forward.
Watch this.
Great grab, just too tall, too big a spring, and too much talent on that occasion.
He's kicked 1-1, Barry Stoneham, and he's kicked now 1-2.
But he's got to learn to finish off his good work.
Well, that goal he missed in the third quarter was costly because Collingwood got a goal straight after it, didn't they?
Yes, he's just got to add a little bit of just consistency and polish, finishing off the good aspects of his game in winning the ball by making it count on the scoreboard.
Ablett has been fairly quiet in recent times. Started off well, 3 goals in the first quarter. Handley from behind tries a spoil, not successful. Ball kicked away by Lehman. Opportunity for Couch. Well shepherded. Brownlow medalist 55 out and is kicked out of bounds on the full.
That is disgraceful from a good player.
Well, he's had a bad day. We've all had him in our career, and it's very difficult to drag yourself up out of the mire. And but for a Brownlow medalist who is a champion player, it's just not good enough. He had Barnes running into an open goal and just should have put it up in the air to allow him to take advantage of his height.
Handley mark. Now that looked, well, it was a push out. The umpire has paid. It was shoulder on shoulder. What do you think?
Looked like a push to me.
Yeah, well, push with the hip and shoulder, I think, as it's Starcevic. Now Williams caught, gets it to McGuan. McGuan to the space. Oh, very slow getting there with Simpson. And that's a free kick. No, we're in the back. And, geez, Simpson was... I would not be backing Sean Simpson in the store gift. I assure you of that.
Well, it surprises because Simpson is a very quick player.
Well,
just didn't attack the ball with enough desperation.
Well, here's Riccardi. He's got plenty of pace. So wobbly kick to half forward. Stoneham versus Stanford.
Riccardi's another one who started like a bombshell and has really just faded out of this game.
Stanford did that very well. Monkhorst, Hinkley, disciplined play. McGuan can go over the top. No, he elects to kick it instead. One-on-one down there. Good battle too. Oh, good attempt for the mark for Geelong there by Tim McGrath. He and Starcevic have had a terrific battle.
Boundary thrown in front of the Collingwood Social Club. It's Tim McGrath, a most improved player, former Morris medal winner. Came via North Melbourne. Chris Siska over the top. He's plucked out a free kick from this, the umpire. Jared Huey's going to tell me what it's for.
Well, no, he's not.
Tim McGrath, who dished out a couple of good hip and shoulder bumps, 2 in the first quarter.
Done quite well, Sanford, for his first game of football.
Solid lump, isn't he?
Yes, he's certainly a big boy. Gafer went off early in the game with a torn adductor muscle in the groin, as we heard from Bernie Quinlan, and he has acquitted himself reasonably well.
Early Brownless palms it down, looking for Couch. Running through a brick wall there, like the line in soccer. The Magpies manned up pretty well. And so another bounce, this time on centre wing. 19 minutes left in the match. Time for Geelong. If the Cats are good enough, Christian palms it to the back. Forsman, a hurried hand pass. Now some constructive play. Riccardi, too long for Gary Hocking though, and Scott Russell should be able to do the tidying up for the Magpies. Via Sanford he does, a little chip shot. Gets it back to Watson. And McGrath again with Starcevic. Battle we were speaking of.
Another wasted opportunity from Geelong. Riccardi just popping that ball in between 2 of their players. And well done, Sanford, attacking the football, getting Collingwood out of trouble.
Right in front of the Social Club. 87-66 the score.
Monkhorst versus Hanley. Geelong break clear. As Buse comes over the top. This is Willison on the left foot. Willison, a good kick to the half-forward line. Stoneham waits back. Sanford went for it one-handed, but he was underneath the ball. He had to show courage. And again, the Geelong players not fighting hard enough at half-forward then. They've got to make every opportunity count when it comes down to the forward line. And Collingwood are desperate on every occasion they go near the ball. They've got numbers, and they want it. As we see Barnes versus Sanford. It's a loose ball. Hocking is there. And always in the head. We'll go to Michael Christian. A free kick at Christian at half-back. No doubt about that when he copped it high. Michael Christian. Now,
Gavin
bringing
Brown
out
running
wide
off.
to Gavin Brown. Ablett and hobbling after him. Ablett should, in my opinion, be off the ground. Whether they've got 2 fit men on the interchange is the big question.
Mensch, as we know, Pete, remember he was injured. And he started at full forward.
Well, this is Hinkley. He can chip it across to Forsman, or he's not going to risk it this time after his earlier mistake. He brings it to half-forward. Gavin Brown will come from the back. He fisted clear. It's all Collingwood. Richardson's had a good game. He steadies and brings it into half-forward. Monkhorst versus Hanley. Hanley thuds at the ground. Taken away by Steele. Steele steadies and brings it to half-forward. At the back, Stoneham. And he marks. Now, Scott is down there on his own with Wright. Scott versus Wright. Graham Wright. Scott. Oh, he was held by the jumper. He's got backup support from Brown. They're outnumbered down there, Geelong. And it's taken away by Pert.
And Russell.
Well, there's one strength that Robert Scott hasn't got, and it's overhead marking. Stoneham should have given that ball out into space and allowed Scott to run into it.
Speaking of running, here's Fraser. One of the quickest in their side. Rocker, nearly. Number 7, Dacos. If there's such a thing as a typical Peter Dacos goal, that was it. And that would almost, I would think, make the match safe for Collingwood. 14-9 to 9-12.
And I think we're going to see a fair bit more of this throughout the season. The Dacos-Rocker combination. Rocker becoming the focal point, bringing the ball to ground, just creating the crumb. And there isn't a better crummer in the business than the Macedonian marble Peter Dacos.
The Magpies doing it well. 14-9 to 9-12. Dacos has kicked 7. As we see McGuan receiving from Moncourt. Mickey McGuan to the half-forward line. Rocker. Oh no, a good mark taken by Neil.
It certainly has been effective, Collingwood, having their half-forward flankers right out of the play. Haven't allowed Hinkley to get a sniff at the centre bounces.
Up down by Michael Christian. Gavin Krasiska to the half-forward line. The dangerous Dacos. Can't trap that one. He's kicked 7. He's the idol of the Magpie supporters, and rightly so.
It's unbelievable they were talking of retirement earlier in the season.
You don't lose your ability overnight. Peter Dacos got exceptional ability. There's Moncourt. Handballs it, looking for Williams. Taken by Forsman. He's caught. Moncourt over the top. Mickey McGuan in the goal. The banana kick. I think he's put it through. Yes.
One's first goal, and that really does make the match safe. 33 points. The difference is blown out to him.
Well, Mickey McGuan, best and fairest winner last year. An outstanding player, Victoria, over the last couple of years, and has had a superb game today. 23 kicks, 2 handballs, almost best on the ground, and has taken out a lively player in Couch, very good player in Couch.
Mickey McGuan getting his first goal. Magpies best and fairest winner last year. To say he can't win it again. Good tackle by Watson under Russell. Was equal third in the award last year with Monkhorst, and they've all been stars this afternoon. Hinkley goes down, tries to burrow through. He'll get a free kick.
There was a bit of a give me that one.
Hinkley off the edge of the square, wide of Williams, straight down the ground. The only way the Cats can go now. This man's brilliant. Stoneham gives it on the Brownless. Distance shouldn't be a problem for him from there, but that is a shocking kick from Bill Brownless. He can do better than that. There might be a mark to Barnes on the boundary line. There is. Centering kick from him. Target is Handley, can't take it. Sanford, a good block. Stoneham taps it to Ablett, taken high. Surely he'll get a free kick.
Well, he is the master of this, Gary Ablett. Doesn't take full possession of the ball, but he is in control, and he draws the tackle
like Peter Dacos did earlier.
Exactly. Kevin Bartlett used to be a master of it himself. There he was. We saw him just tap the ball in front. He knew he was under pressure and wasn't going to burst away. Through the tackle, gets an easy shot at goal.
We believe he has aggravated that hamstring injury, so will it affect his kicking? He's managed 4-2 today, and the umpire says he's got 5-2 now. He kicked that okay.
Yes, I'm not sure it'll be the hamstring, Pete. I'd go for a cork thigh, but we'll find out in the press later in the week. A little bit of work for their physio should bring him up for next week. Here's the free kick coming. Handley brings the ball to ground. Stoneham once again brings the ball forward. There he was. He could see the tackle coming. Excellent play. Good goal to Ablett.
Points the margin. The Cats would have to perform a miracle here to win it from Couch. Gets in the hand pass. They needed two really quick goals. Oh, that's too high. Oh! Well, maybe I'm seeing things. There's a handball by Couch. Out towards Gary Hocking. Stoneham into an open goal. Kicks it, another one to the Cats. They're coming back.
Barry Stoneham finally gets his second goal after he missed a couple of easy ones. 2-2. And Geelong gets its 11th, 11-12 to 15-9. Back to 21.
Have a look at this. Is this a free around the head? Look.
Well, there it was, definitely a free, but the all-important clearance out of the centre. Paul Couch, that's his specialty, and if he's got to be doing that for Geelong to be winning games of football. And it's amazing how much easier the goals are if you win the ball out of the centre. Forget the ruckman, it's the clearances.
So back into the centre, 2 quick goals have given the Cats some little hope, perhaps stealing this match. Lehman, Collingwood looking the better side. He could have wrapped it up well and truly in the third quarter. That's a good mark taken by Starcevic. Strong grab onto Russell. Always busy. Down to full forward. Dacos has got 7. What can he do here? Mansfield playing in pretty closely. That's on the shoulder, says the umpire. Free to Collingwood. the angle is the only thing here that is going to be the problem. But he kicked a great goal earlier. Francis coming off, and Barry Mitchell, who started in the 18, and spent most of the day on the bench, and back onto the ground. Now Peter Dacos right on the boundary line, but you wouldn't back him not to kick it, would you?
I think he'll have a go at the boomerang at this late time in the game.
Yes. Curl back enough. Mr. Magic has missed it.
Well, I'm not sure he put his whole concentration into that. He looked to be looking for a lead.
It's his first behind, Joe.
He's a pretty good shot at goal, but once you make your mind up to kick a banana, you should go back and really concentrate.
Steele hooks the ball across his body, looking for Riccardi, who had a brilliant first quarter. 9 kicks in the first term. Simpson, that's on the shoulder as well, says the umpire. Umpire Rich. It's going to be a Geelong free kick, and Simpson will take it.
Had a fairly quiet day, Simpson. Only 7 kicks, a couple of handballs. He's got to do more than that.
Well, Geelong are fighting it out, though Collingwood wouldn't want to relax and let them get the next 2 goals, because then it'll be anyone's game. They've looked the better side, the Magpies. Half forward was Willison. Collingwood has worked very, very hard. They've worked in numbers and been terrific at the centre bounces, getting it out there. As Gerard Healy said earlier, not so much the hit-outs that have been important, it's who's got it at ground level. That's Brownless tapping it down. Scott Russell gets it to Mick McGuire, who's been excellent. To half forward, play on the umpire call, some pushing and shoving going on. Handball to the line, and it'll be a throw-in right on centre wing. Scoreboard shows the Magpies 15-10, leading Geelong 11-12. Handley and Monkhorst. Now, was he holding? Umpire said no. Play on. Hinkley kicked away from him by Paul Williams, and he hooks it back into play. Here's Barry Mitchell getting it on to Fraser. Fraser, did he cop that one high? Hinkley. Handball over the top. They'll be off and running here. Brownless, he's back into the fray. He finds Simpson. Simpson coming down the centre of the ground. He should kick this long. He's looking down there for Barnes. Barnes and marks. 40 metres from goal. He can give it over Stoneham. Stoneham on his own. 20 metres from goal, and Barry Stoneham marks. Geelong are coming back.
Yes, they're certainly within striking distance. We saw a game last week where Carlton had control, 4 goals up early in the last quarter. They threw it away. So Collingwood wouldn't want to lapse to any particular extent. And with Stoneham firing, all they need is a lift, a bit more of a lift from Couch, who has lifted.
He's kicked 2, Gerard. He's firing for his 3rd. He stabs. I think he's missed. Oh, that's a shocker.
Yes, it certainly was. And it just goes back to that point of finishing off the good work.
Stage of the game. That was vital to Geelong, that kick.
Well, the 3 behind he's kicked have been goals that he normally would get.
And Brown has led Gary Ablett right up to the centre, and he's done that all day. It's been an excellent tactic from Collingwood.
Gary Pert kicks in. Monkhorst strong and in front. Oh, Ablett and Brown tangled.
Brown continues to run, getting Gary Ablett out of the play and gets a worthy possession.
Brown at right half back. Ablett looking certainly proppy at best. All Collingwood having persistent.
It's got to be 50.
Is that 50?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Who was that? Couch.
That's pretty silly, wasn't it?
Stupid play.
I mean, they've got themselves back to within almost striking distance. If he kicks a goal here, it's the game.
Exactly. This will be all over if he kicks this.
2 poor mistakes from Geelong.
And he's a long kick, Gavin Francisco.
Stoneham should never have missed that goal, and then a pretty undisciplined act there has cost him a 50.
The last time Barry Stoneham missed a goal, Collingwood got one very quickly straight after. Maybe the same thing's going to happen here with Francisco. Only 10 minutes left in the match. Could be a pretty big turnaround. Draws it back, and has managed only 1 behind. So Francisco's tally for the afternoon: 2 goals, 1. The 2 goals coming from free kicks early in the match. Just under 10 minutes left now in this clash, which has been a beauty. Neal. McGrath. Gee, that was barely the required distance. Russell stands the mark. Kicks into him. Got very close to him. And shuffled out of bounds. Mistakes that should not be made.
Well, these basic mistakes by Geelong.
Another good work from Scott Russell. He won't get many pats on the back in the papers tomorrow, but he's had a pretty good day. 17 kicks, 6 handballs.
It's not a bad afternoon's work, Jared, isn't it?
1%, really? Yes, like that smother.
Buse comes out of it well to Handley. Mansfield not knowing which way to go. This could be dangerous. Williams. Hocking just stood there. It's a real up and under job, a hospital job. No one can take the mark. McGrath went to ground with the ball. Rocker, well pinned. So too is the football to him. And the only solution there is to bounce it. 9 minutes left at Victoria Park. And Collingwood should be able to go on and win it from here. 101 to 79.
Yes, they've been the better side, the Magpies. 20 metres out from goal, tapped down by Handley. That's never goal. It could be another one. Yes, out of the pack. Yes. Collingwood 16-11. And I think it was the champ for goal number 8, Peter Dacos, who kicked it.
The name of the game is Australia.
Coffee and a sausage roll, please.
I know what you have by now.
Thanks.
What do you do anyway?
I'm with the RACV and...
Hey, that's the... What am I going to do now, right? And then that great big tree comes smashing through the roof of the house.
Yeah, that's right. That's the house and contents insurance.
With the
emergency home assist.
Yeah, that's right. But that's not what I do.
Every time I see that guy get whacked in the eye with that fish sinker, I go... "Ah!"
That's Aussie Assist. And
that comes with the comprehensive car insurance.
Motorist needs help.
You with them?
You bet.
Doesn't talk much.
It's not just another insurance company. It's the RACV.
Well, it's a very big house, squarish. It has a roof, sort of like that. It's got bricks on it. Round the window is it red? It wouldn't be pink, but it looks like a normal house. Got a backyard, 5 trees all in a row. There's a big plant that goes all over. It's got a big hedge. Keeps on growing out. It doesn't stay where it's supposed to.
One bank helps more people buy their own home than anyone else.
Which bank?
The two sides of golden canola.
This golden canola margarine does it all. It tastes good.
1, it tastes good. 2, it does you good.
It actually helps fight cholesterol. So you can cut down on cholesterol without cutting down on all the things you enjoy. Oh, it's salt reduced and very low in saturated fats.
Spread it, cook with it, and enjoy it. You can do it all with monounsaturated golden canola. Even the Heart Foundation approves of it.
Introducing the new 1993 Holden Commodore Series 2. Built with some of the most advanced safety features in the world, like optional ABS and IRS, as well as bigger brakes and tyres, to help you cope with just about any situation that pops up on the road. Well, almost anything. So now, Australia's best value car is even better value.
Yeah, that sister of mine, when she had that prank, she said the RACV saved her a lot of time on the phone.
Yeah, that's the claims hotline.
And they guaranteed the work too, for 3 years.
That's good.
It's not just another insurance company. It's the RACV.
The first signs of intelligent life on Saturday night TV. On Beyond 2007-30, hip replacement surgery using a natural wonder.
Not a trace of coral is left in the body.
Firefighters who never lose their cool.
The new recruits for Tokyo's fire department.
A school that turns out A-grade students. An easy way to make bugs eat weeds and not the veggies. And a video game to control stress.
Using only the power of the mind.
Optus presents Beyond 2007-30 tonight.
Peter Dacos getting his 8th goal, and what a goal it was. He's got some beauties. The one from the boundary line was possibly just a tad better. Handley, Ablett in front, huge pack of players behind him. Pert had it and then dropped it. Good tackle from Stone. Scott applies another one, and it will be a ball up about 40 metres from Geelong's goal. But 8 goals to Dacos. Ablett has got 5. And, doesn't look 100% fit. 5 goals, 2 he's got. So the two big men of football that performed superbly this afternoon at Victoria Park. Scott, a hurried hand pass. Ablett, can he go off the ground? He might have got that. I think he has. Yes, sir.
Great goal.
So Ablett gets his 6th. 6 goals, 2. So Ablett and Dacos show continues. 14 goals between them.
Well, we've seen a couple of marvellous soccer goals here today. Starcevic kicked an absolute beauty in the 3rd quarter. And have a look at this one right on the line. Brown would probably say he tapped that through, and in fact, I think he might have.
Oh, Ablett had other ideas.
So back to the centre. Geelong not giving up without a fight. Monkhorst gets a quick little kick to it. Geelong trying to... Alan Richardson trying to come out with it. But umpire Dennis Rich will come in and bounce. Right in the centre of the ground, Monkhorst with strength. Francisca. It's tapped on. Couch. Had a very quiet game. Quick kickers by Simpson to the half-forward line. Watson back with the flight of the ball was a very good mark. Shane Watson finding his niche in defence. To half-back, I should say, and he finds McGuan. McGuan can give it to Russell. The speedster is off. Scott Russell. Starcevic and McGrath. Starcevic in the perfect position and a very iffy free kick. On the shoulder.
Just looked like use of the body to me, Pete.
That's what it looked like to me too, Gerard. But as we see McGrath, Stoneham and Sandford, punched away by Sandford. And the youngster, a big task playing on one of the best forwards in the competition. Glenn Sandford, number 45. Centre wing. Time running out for Geelong. They're trying hard, but it's the kick from Simpson out in the full. But Collingwood just a little bit too much. As Gubby Allen, Graham Allen, and the president, Alan McAllister, on their little stools down there on centre wing, looking on.
He's always a good wingman, wasn't he, Gubby Allen?
Lehman. That's fine mark to Handley. I thought about a hand pass. That would have been a rush of blood. Now he finally gives one to Hinkley. Long kick.
Well done. Mansfield looking into the sun. Fairly difficult approach there for Mansfield. Did it well.
5 3/4 minutes. Well, that's an up and under kick, that one. Travels about 45 metres. Stoneham, quick hand pass. Willison onto Barnes. Kicks from a standing start right on 50. It's got a roll. It's there. It's a goal. So the Cats certainly not giving up without a fight. And John Barnes getting his first goal for the day. And to give the Cats just a little bit of hope. They trailed by 16 points, but up there in the left-hand corner, 5 minutes and 23 seconds only left in the match. And you would think from here Collingwood should be able to go on and win.
Well, a smart handball to Milt Willison. Gets it off to Barnes. Kicks a long goal. Still a chance now, Geelong. Must get a quick one and get it out of the centre.
16 points the margin, the Magpies lead. Centre bounce very important. In fact, doing the roving was Big Monkhorst. Half forward with McGuan. Mick McGuan looking for Starcevic. Starcevic hotly pressed up there as players race at the ball. Big Rocker is there. A chance for the Magpies. Dacos onto Troy Lehman. Lehman a high ball up in front of goal. The high flyers are there. McGrath backs himself in. Couldn't take the mark. Play on calls the umpire as Williams pounces on it. It'll be a bounce right in the square. Paul Williams, number 10. He has yet to score a goal today, which is surprising. Pretty good goal sneak. They're fighting it out, the Cats. I think they've given too big a start. Rocker to do the ruck work. He taps it down. Kicked away for the Cats to halfback. This is Forsman. Forsman to the wide open spaces. The race is on. Lehman will get there first. Lehman running around. Gives it to Watson. Back it comes to Lehman. Lehman the chip pass into Fraser. Fraser will go inside to Scotty Russell. Russell, brought down from behind, was good play by the Cats. Here's Neal. And they lock it in. It'll be a bounce at half forward for the Magpies.
Just 4 minutes to go and the Cats need 3 goals to win the match. It's close to an impossibility, but funnier things have happened. So a bounce inside 50. Collingwood's attacking zone. Handley up high. Maybe a free kick out of that, going Collingwood's way. Well, Severio Rocker's got a chance to really seal the game. He's done well. The opportunities he's had, He's kicked 1 goal, 4 so far. Let's look at the free kick again, Gerard. Well, his eyes were on the ball, surely.
Yes, it just looked like Rocket tunneled him, as they would call it in basketball. Just took his legs out.
The ball's the play on. Yeah, if the ball's the prime objective, and it did appear to be that. And that will be the sealer, there's no doubt about that. Rocket gets his second.
Today's game is part of the Carlton and United Breweries 1993 AFL Premiership season.
Yes, the Cats through Ablett and Stoneham did add a couple more goals, but the margin of 10 points was the final scoreline, and the main contributor as well. It was the Dacos and Ablett show, wasn't it? Dacos 8 and Gary Ablett 7. We'll take a break and then be back with Scotty Palmer and all the news in the world of football.
The international version of Magna is making a big noise overseas. One reason is that it has a great V6 engine. Now Mitsubishi is proud to introduce the Magna V6 to Australia. Luxurious, refined, and with all the power you need. The Mitsubishi Magna Executive V6, sedan and wagon, a welcome addition to the Magna range.
Okay, I admit it. I never used to lift a finger to help scour the griller, scrub the pots, scrape the plates and shine the glasses. But not anymore.
Come clean. Get a dish, Lex.
For 5 years running at the Monde Awards in Europe, against competition from the leading international chocolate makers, Red Tulip of Australia has quietly won the gold medal for the world's best after-dinner mint. So if you'd rather give your guests a little gold after dinner, give them Red Tulip, the world's best after-dinner mint.
Stop engine. Stand by.
All right. All right. All right.
Frogman ready?
Frog ready. Me frogmen ready, sir.
When the croak gets beyond a joke, try Allen's Butter Menthol. The butter soothes the throat and the menthol clears the head.
All right.
The two sides of golden canola.
This golden canola margarine does it all. It tastes good.
1, it tastes good. 2, it does you good.
It actually helps fight cholesterol. So you can cut down on cholesterol without cutting down on all the things you enjoy. Oh, it's salt reduced and very low in saturated fats.
Spread it, cook with it, and enjoy it. You can do it all with monounsaturated golden canola. Even the Heart Foundation approves of it.
The Age Melbourne Comedy Festival.
We've had some funny weather lately. It's all due to the old Jeffo effect. So if you're feeling a bit Jeffish, march along to the Age Melbourne Comedy Festival and catch some of those brilliant shows. The Charity Gala, charity. Films at the Nova and the Valhalla. And my favourite at the Universal, Sean Hughes and Lost in Space.
Tickets selling fast. Book at Bass. See The Age for details.
Next on 7, a journey into the known. All the wonders of the 21st century, presented by our team from all over the world.
Welcome back. Firing up at the offices of the Sunday Herald Sun, no doubt, will be Scott Palmer. Scotty, good evening and welcome.
Terrific, Sandy.
I guess the big talking point tonight, tomorrow, for the next few days is going to be poor old Steve Kernahan's last kick of the day.
Yeah, an amazing thing. A dejected Stephen Kernahan walked out of the MCG with his wife tonight and said, look, it was a tired kick. You saw it, you write it. We asked David Parkin what he thought of it, and he said it looked like a little stab kick to the boundary umpire. But he said Stephen shouldn't be so filled with remorse because he got out of a sick bed today. He'd been suffering from gastro and nearly didn't play.
And I think the other thing, Scotty, too, if you had to have a bet on who you'd like in that Carlton lineup to take the kick, he would be the man you'd put your money on, wouldn't you?
He really would. He just propped when the siren went back to take the kick and lost thought. Every thought he had about kicking the goal.
Have you got your own teeth in tonight?
Yeah, I got my teeth, yeah.
Good boy. What did Kevin Sheedy say about that kick?
Well, he was down to 15 men, of course, and he was bluing about the interchanges. But he said Kernahan, a great player, and he expected that kick to be a goal and Essendon to lose. But he was more concerned about all the injuries he had in the room. He had Buick and Wallace concussed, Kransberg with 8 stitches in the head, Harvey with bruised buttocks and Hills with cramp. And he said the commission now have to take it away from the clubs and just bring in some more interchange. 3 or 4